But yeah, it was positive. I just think you've got to be careful not to get carried away. You have to understand the opposition. They haven't played. They've had a nice break, Tottenham, come into it fresh. Liverpool played 2 games that week, and as I say, completely decimated the midfield. You know, the 3 lads who've been playing in there in the last few weeks. They weren't there. So it was a good opportunity for them, but it was a really good game, wasn't it? Really,
it was a great
really enjoyed it.
Couldn't take your eyes off it. I think they have arrived under Conte, Simon, when you consider that Spurs created more chances in this game than they did in the whole month of September under Nuno Espirito Santo. You know, it is a completely different team. It's a totally different outlook.
I'll just say the chances situation can be a little bit misleading in the fact that when you come up against the Liverpool side, irrelevant of who's playing for Liverpool, they still play the same way on the front foot and try and win the game, even with 10 men trying to win the game. Tottenham are going to get chances the way Liverpool play.
Yeah.
And they've got the best centre-half missing and the midfield who protect that back line all missing. So they were going to get chances. So you've got to be careful not to use that as some sort of beacon as to Tottenham's progression. It's just it's not realistic.
How much surgery does Tottenham need going into this the month of January, going into the transfer window? I mean, if Conte was to get what he wants, will we see a major change to the complexion of the look of this side?
I think he'll want a few, but I don't think he'll get them all in January because it's the hardest time. Well, Simon will know more than me on that as a manager, as an owner and a manager, but I don't see him rushing in just to get players for the sake of it. I think he'll wait to get the ones he wants and probably ones he's worked with and he trusts. And if that means waiting until the summer, then he'll wait.
I think he'll do a fair bit of business, don't you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, they've got a cup quarter-final coming up this week, which will alter certain people's thinkings. If they play poorly against West Ham and get knocked out, then all of a sudden all the lustre will come off again. I don't think you can distill Tottenham's progress down into one performance against a depleted Liverpool side. Certain sides that don't have the depletion issues that others have are going to profit through this period of time because they're going to get opportunities that they possibly wouldn't have gotten in other games at other times without the situation manifesting itself the way it does. I think Tottenham are still a long way off. But I think Conte... Did I expect to see them better? Well, what did we bring Conte in for? Make them worse? Of course I expected to see them better. But do I think this is the swallow and the summer effect? No, I don't. I think Tottenham will still come up short unless they change a whole variety of things. Now, I will wait tomorrow or whenever it is Wednesday and I will see how Tottenham perform against West Ham and say, OK, that performance against Liverpool produced an outcome based upon what looked like a direction of travel that was going the right way. Let's see now, because it's a cup quarter-final. This is a real this is a real moment in time. It's a big game. Tottenham can get to the semi-finals of a cup and can actually win a cup this year.
Yesterday was a big game, Simon.
Well, in what instance? It was a big game between two sides that are not going to win anything on the back of that particular game. If Tottenham win the quarter-final of the League Cup, they have a real chance of winning some silverware. If they draw or lose to Liverpool, it doesn't finish their season yesterday.
I'll tell you what was really positive about Tottenham yesterday for me, and I've always been a fan of Harry Winks. I thought his positivity and his performance, his passing and his fitness levels, energy, he looked like he was trying to prove a point. I was really pleased for him. And I thought Dele Alli stood up and it was counted. You know, he's had a lot of criticism. About time. I was getting, I'm not... it's taken too long, and we can analyse why for probably do a whole show on it. The fact is that when you're put in the team and you get given an opportunity, you got to try and grasp it quickly.
That's right.
But he was the same when Mourinho walked through the door. He was a lightning rod for a few things when Mourinho walked through the door. I think Tottenham played West Ham as one of Mourinho's first games.
He had 5 or 6.
And he looked $1 million, and then bit by bit the regime went backwards.
I'm still looking at it as positive for now, but as you say, if they West Ham turn them over in midweek and they have a lethargic, dull performance, then you're going to be back.
And we'll be back to I'm not a magician mentality.
Okay.
And I need players.
Well, as for Tottenham, actually, Tottenham in the news this morning, as we've said, and just to re-emphasise that news, they are out of the UEFA Europa Conference League. They have gone. They're out of that tournament. They have forfeited the match against Rennes by 3-0. Is it any great shakes? Is it going to change the course of events for Tottenham fans from now on? Maybe not. But sure, they were in a tournament, one they'd like to have won, as Simon rightly pointed out. Having said that, they're in the League Cup and they're going against West Ham, as you rightly point out. You're pointing out a few things rightly this morning, Mr. Jordan.
Change,
Incidentally, you can do no wrong. Mark from Southend, who I met in Borough Market at the weekend, pass my regards on to Simon. Think he's terrific. Big Jason this morning in the coffee shop. You on with Simon and Danny this morning. It's my favourite show of the week. So there you go. Big J, as he's known as, or Big Jace, I think he said more accurately, because names make news.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Thursday morning, 10 till 1. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.